Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, welcome. So my name is miamblackgraham, and I absolutely love talking about skincare as well as traveling and how it all relates into your lifestyle. But for today's video, we are going to take a deeper dive into how to figure out your skin type, what that means for your skin, and what type of cleanser you should be using. So let's get straight into it. There are several skin types with a variety of skin conditions that can occur within the array of skin types, such as rosacea, eczema, things like that. But I am going to save that for another video just so that this one isn't too long. Comment below to let me know if you guys would like to see that next week or if you have any suggestions at all. So the first skin type I'm going to talk about is dry skin. So dry skin occurs in about 35% of the population, which is probably more common than you might think. It's broadly described as having skin that feels really tight. Sometimes it lacks like luster, like it looks dull, it itches, or you're peeling like on your nose or on your cheeks. I am a huge fan of boiling hot showers. So if you are someone that has dry skin and you're showering in hot water, or if you're just in the water for a while and you notice that your skin feels really tight or dry after, you might have dry skin. And you might be thinking, why does any of this matter? Well, say you're going to the store one day and you're like, oh man, I'm out of my normal cleanser and you want to try something different. Or if you're looking for a simple cleanser in general and you aren't 100% sure of what type of skin you have, or if you're trying to recreate a new skin regimen for yourself, and you aren't sure of your skin type, you're not really going to know what type of cleanser you should be using, and you're not going to know what best suits your skin. So if you're going to the store with the knowledge of, okay, I have combination skin, I know what type of products I should be looking out for to benefit my skin the most. You may notice you have like fine lines and wrinkles around your mouth. These are often called laugh lines, and it's what happens when the skin is dry. Now when talking, it's just important to differentiate between dry and dehydrated skin. So dehydrated skin is a temporary skin condition in which the skin lacks hydration and is usually caused by external factors like those hot showers, or if you're swimming in chlorine, or if you're just around a lot of water, or if the air is really dry, that might cause dehydrated skin, or if you're not drinking enough water. Dry skin is a permanent skin condition that's usually inherited from a parent. It can be inherited from one of your parents, or you could have just developed dry skin overall. It doesn't just lack hydration, it lacks the ability overall to hold moisture onto the skin, which just means that if you have dry skin, your skin does this thing called transepidermal water loss, and it's just when the water on the outer layer of your skin evaporates off of your skin. So you're left with your skin feeling tight and dry and irritated. So how do you know if you have dry skin? So there are a couple of methods that you can try to determine if you have dry skin. So there's the skin type test, which is when you wash your face with a regular cleanser. Try to get something that is very neutral, not something that's going to be too stripping, just a regular cleanser, and don't moisturize your face after. And you wait about 35 to 16 minutes, and then you check your skin. If you notice that your skin is very dry all throughout your face and it's very irritated and it itches, then you may have dry skin. If you notice that your skin is shiny and feels a little bit heavier, like you've applied an oil to your skin, then you may have oily skin. Now, a lot of the time, as a result of having dry skin, people can encounter and develop oily skin. That's just because when your skin is dry, it overproduces the oils to try and compensate for your skin's dry surface. So it overproduces these oils, and you might notice that you were initially dry, but now you're oily. So that is a side effect of being dry. When you're oily, it's just when your skin naturally overproduces sebum. So you notice that your skin is shiny. It feels almost a little slick, like you just exercised. Now, if you are waiting the 35 to 60 minutes and you notice that your skin is a combination of both of those with your T-zone, which is just the middle of your face vertically and then horizontally above your eyebrows, if you notice that that area is oily, then you may be combination skin. I'm combination skin, so my T-zone is oily and then the rest of my face is dry. I know that some people encounter the opposite, in which their T-zone is dry and the rest of their face is oily, but that's still considered combination skin. So when you have combination skin, you of course have to be taking a deeper approach into addressing your skin. So I am oily along my brows and in the center of my face, and then I am dry on my cheek areas and along my jawline. Now, the way that I approach combination skin is different than I know some other people may, just because I feel like there are days when I'm able to distinguish if I'm dry or if I'm a little bit oily. So I like to use two different cleansers, but I alternate them on days when I'm feeling especially dry or especially oily. With my combination skin, I also find that I have enlarged pores on my nose and on my chin, as well as in my forehead area. Someone with oily skin may see that their skin is very slick. It feels very heavy. It feels as if they've applied something to their skin. They may notice that their pores are enlarged, that they break out in a variety of places along their face, whereas someone with combination skin might break out in the areas that they're really dry or in their T-zone area. People with oily skin tend to break out in places that focus the most with oil. So the T-zone especially, along your jawline, you may notice that you're getting more frequent breakouts as a result of that oil production. So how do you know what type of cleanser you should be using? So with oily skin, just from a lot of the research that I've seen and from the cleansers that I've tried, I've found it best that for my combination skin, I alternate between a creamy cleanser for my dry areas of my face and a gel cleanser for the oily parts of my face. Now, in someone with just oily skin, I would recommend a gel cleanser or a non-stripping foaming cleanser, just because it's going to help to just go a little bit deeper in your pores and get a little bit more of that sebum out so that your skin can be a little bit more balanced. In someone that has dry skin, I would tell them to consider a milk cleanser or a creamy cleanser, something that's going to be able to kind of form a shield on the skin just to help the skin barrier recuperate and to also just trap in the moisture so that the skin doesn't lose as much water as it normally would. I'm going to leave some suggestions in the description box, just because, like I said, I want to make sure that my videos aren't too long for you guys. But yeah, like I said, I'll leave those below. So that is all I have for today's video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you haven't seen my first introduction to YouTube video, I will leave it in a box above at the end. Just make sure that you guys comment as to what you like to see in next week's video. Yeah, and make sure that you share, subscribe, and like this video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in again, and let me know if this video was helpful. If you guys think I should have gone a little bit more in depth, just because in the next video I'm thinking about going like pretty deep down in depth. So if you would like to comment something to let me know, it would be greatly appreciated. But that's all I got. And don't forget the sunscreen. See you guys next week.